7:13 right now to your health. It affects 1 out of every 100 babies born. Congenital heart defects are more common than a lot of people think. A lot of people don't even think about it until they're dealing with it firsthand. My daughter Emma was born with a heart defect. I know personally how huge of a deal this is. So does Fox News anchor Bret Baier and his wife Amy. Bret wrote this book, Special Heart. They're here to share their story with us. Thank you guys for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
You know, you guys were like so many of us first-time parents. You have a kid, and you tell the story in your book about the joy in the delivery room and the family, and it was, what, less than 24 hours after that delivery that you started realizing things weren't what you had expected.
Oh, that's right. It was 24 hours of this blissful meeting, your first edition, highest of highs, and then he started turning a little pale, and a nurse noticed it. A doctor did some tests. He had 5 congenital heart defects. And had to have really complex surgery in the first few days, or else he would die. So it was kind of devastating, as you can imagine.
Kinda, I think, is a very
so we
gentle
went from
word.
the highest of highs to the lowest of lows, and you know, we kind of thought, are you sure you have the right baby?
Well, because you're visioning in your head, taking your kid home, going home, the nursery you've set up. I know that you guys talk about that.
The car seat that you envision bringing home your baby in.
Yeah, and so when you had to go home without your baby, and he was still in the hospital, that had to be difficult.
It was a teary car ride home.
Yeah.
And, you know, we were afraid to dream for our baby for a little bit because we had no guarantee. But we had sort of a pivotal moment when we had to realize that we had to be positive moving forward for Paul and be the parents that he needed us to be.
And the surgeon reworked the way his heart worked. A little heart the size of a walnut was pumping the wrong way. So the surgeon, Dr. Jonas, reworked that heart, moved arteries like angel hair pasta around, and made it work.
And he's had, I think, 3 open heart surgeries, right?
3 open heart surgeries, 7 angioplasties.
And a stomach surgery, too.
And a stomach surgery.
That's just a side note, right?
He's turned 7 at the end of this month, and he's doing fantastic. Tallest kid in his class.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, the growth is usually an issue, development is usually an issue.
He has a ton of energy, so we're really blessed.
Wow. And is he done with surgeries, or do you not know?
He's got at least one more, maybe some angioplasties along the way. The reason I wrote the book is because everybody has something. Yeah. You know, everybody has some challenge, something to get over. This is how we got through our something. And hopefully it helps other families going through anything. And we're also raising money for pediatric heart disease research and treatment.
100% of the proceeds are going to that. And you know what's cool about the book, too, is that, of course, it's about your son and what you guys went through. But it also tells some behind the scenes of their love story. Like what Bret Baier did with his dirty clothes when she came to visit for the first time, which made me laugh out loud. So it's a cool love story in many kind of different forms. Your love story, obviously your love story with your kid and your struggle through that, and it's great.
Thank you very much. We planned these book tours for around family. Amy's twin brother Dan is here in Denver, a member of Tattooed Strings, a band. And I had to just mention it because we're going to finally see him today. We don't see him. And it's a lot of fun.
We're excited to see him.
And anybody who knows that band is hipper than I am, but that's saying nothing at all. So Bret and Amy Baier, thank you so much, guys.
Thank you for having us.
It was a pleasure to have you guys here.
Thanks a lot.
And it's a great read, a great story, especially for any parent out there, or a parent-to-be, something you should know about before you get into this whole thing. It's in bookstores right now. Are you guys going to be signing books today?
Down in Colorado Springs. I'm doing the show here in Denver, and then we head down to Colorado Springs to do a signing down there.
It's 6:30 tonight.
All right, we got to run. Thanks, guys.
All right.
See ya.
A pleasure. All right.